We're gonna go over the basics of the equipment that you need just to start bow fishing. First, to start out, just a bow. You can use any old bow that you have, just something that you're comfortable shooting a lot. Oneida makes top of the line bow fishing bow, of course, and that's what we use because we do it all the time. But you can use an old hunting bow, you know, an old target bow, whatever you got laying around, just as long as it'll shoot an arrow, you can use it. Next, you know, you're gonna wanna get a reel. Most of your bows are gonna have a stabilizer hole, and your reel seat's gonna just mount right in your stabilizer hole. So you take your reel, mount it on there, and it's just like an old Zebco that everybody grew up and you're used to using. You just mash the button. And what you do is always just mash the button before you shoot and the line comes out. After the reel, just make sure you got a rest. You know, your standard hunt and drop away rest like everybody has on their compound bows is not gonna work. Just get you a fixed rest. A lot of your bow fishing companies make rest like this one. This is a Mossy, and it's just something that's stationary. It doesn't move at all, and your arrow just rides up and down on it. You can shoot off the shelf if you want to. The only problem with that is that if you get excited, you know, you might jerk the arrow off the string or off the rest side. So you get something that holds the arrow in there and you're good to go. Lastly is your bow fishing arrow. These arrows, they're all carbon. I mean, they might look like a regular hunting arrow, but this is solid carbon arrow, or there'll be solid fiberglass. And the big thing is that they're super durable. So you can shoot these things, and when you go through the fish and you're in the grass or you're in the timber and the fish start wiggling around, it's not gonna warp it. It's gonna go right back. It's gonna give it a little bit of flex, and it's gonna go right back to being straight. And the tips, that's the big thing on your bow fishing arrows, is you always have to have barbs on your tips. And most of the states are gonna require barbs on everything that you shoot. The reason being is that they wanna make sure that you get your fish back in after you shoot them. So the barbs, all of them are quick release. You just twist it a couple times and the barbs will spin around backwards. So after you shoot through the fish, twist your tip a couple times and it'll spin around backwards, you can pull them right off. But that's really the basics that you need to start bow fishing. There's other little gadgets that you can get, but for under $100, you can get out and get started with just an old bow you got and just enjoy the sport.